Who really owned the Olokun divinity? Well, a lot of people ask about the statue at Ring Road in Benin City. Many call it Olokun without a proper understanding of what Olokun truly represents. Olokun is the god of creativity, inspiration, and idealism, and it works upon the hidden spirit of man. Before speaking about the statue, it is important to address the origin of Olokun in the world today. In Edo language, Ole means the doer or practitioner of a craft. When added as a prefix to another word, it describes the practices or function of that person. Just as the word Oliha means the practitioner of Iha divination and Olezo means a troublesome person, the same applies to Olokun. Okun means sea or ocean in Edo language, and Ole Okun simply means those who worship or practice the ocean divinity. Olokun is a divine god, and the worship began in a community called Uronigbe, a highly spiritual and sacred part of the Benin Kingdom. The tradition began thousands of years ago when a hunter named Olo, a prominent and respected man, went into the bush to hunt near the river Ethiop on a sacred day called Eken. There, he encountered a supernatural force that pulled him from the physical realm into the spiritual realm. He disappeared for 3 years. His family panicked and waited endlessly for his return, believing he had been devoured by wild animals. Meanwhile, Olo was undergoing the teaching and fortification of the Olokun divinity. After 3 years, he returned home speechless but dancing throughout the community. While he danced, he carried a native pot filled with the divine water of Olokun. Many people joined him in celebration, and this became the legendary Ekaba festival. Ekaba festival is not celebrated in any town or village where the Olokun divinity is not worshipped. Ekaba festival is still celebrated till date at every end of every year. 14 days after the return of this hunter, he regained his speech and narrated his encounter with the god of the sea. Everyone who celebrated with him received abundant blessings, and he became the first archpriest of the Olokun divinity. The sea is known to contain native shark, the kaolin shark, and Olo revealed that he had been fed the native shark throughout his 3-year spiritual journey. Today, Olokun worshippers are often seen with native shark, which signifies purity and connection to the divinity. The sacred ground where Olo placed his pot is called Olo Street, which remains the first physical sign of Olokun worship on earth. As powerful as Olokun is, an Edo proverb says, Oba Norame Ose Noroke, meaning the god of water is greater than the god on land. This proverb emphasizes that the Oba of Benin is the god on earth, while the Olokun is the god of waters. For this reason, tradition requires that the people of Uronigbe celebrate the Igwe festival of Thanksgiving before the Oba of Benin. This is not as an elevation of the community above the Oba, but as a recognition of the divinity of Olokun above the earthly authority. Olokun is believed to be a direct son of God. In Benin, Olokun is made, though the deity is popularly worshipped by women because they believe he brings children and wealth. There are many powerful deities in Benin, but a few believed to come directly from God, such as Ogiwu and Obieme. The Oba of Benin himself is called Agbare Novi Olokun. This is a royal appellation, and other appellations of the Olokun himself is Obaname, Ezenuregbenebo, and Adesuhunerihwe, and so many others. These appellations date back to the 13th century during the reign of the ninth Oba of Benin, Oba Ohen, who reigned from 1334 to 1370 AD. Edo people believe he was a reincarnation of the Olokun divinity, and he was popularly called Agbare Novi Olokun. The name has remained with every Oba since then. Olokun worship gained great prominence during his reign. Towards the end of Oba Ohen's life, he became paralyzed, and his statue and bronzes became symbol of Olokun altar. After attributing a military victory to Olokun, he named his fourth son Owaifiokun, meaning prosperity from Olokun is never too late. Other names connected to Olokun include Emikure, a name given to a child believed to be a gift from Olokun. Anigbakun is a name used to describe a child similar to what some other cultures called Abiku or Gbanje. Many people argue that the origin of Olokun is Yoruba, but this is incorrect. Popularity does not define ownership. Many Yoruba priests still undergo the Olokun initiation process in Benin, and their shrine often contain the artwork connected to Oba Ohen. The Olokun shrine in Oyotuji, America is a direct replica of the one in Uronigbe, and the statue of Oba Ohen is depicted in that shrine. Olokun entered Yoruba land through Ugoton community in Benin. The priestly lineage of Olokun is still active in Benin today. The Yorubas worship Olokun as a goddess, but in Benin, the female images are considered the wives of Olokun. The wives of Olokun in Benin are called Oloiname, and they include some groups such as Oimiame, Ipiname, each representing different depths of the ocean. The statue at Ring Road is not Olokun but Oloiname, the wife of Olokun. The Yoruba king of Oyotunji traveled to Benin in the 1970s to learn about Olokun worship and his spiritual practices. Olokun worship, which began humbly in Benin, has now gained prominence in Cuba, Brazil, Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, America, and many other parts of the world. Whenever you hear the word Olokun or you see a sea-related statue, remember that its origin is rooted in the Benin Kingdom and its secret remains with the Benin people. Olokun is widely practiced by the Ika people, the Urhobos, and many other ethnic groups, which is ancestrally connected to Edo people. Note that some deities are shared among tribes and cannot be claimed exclusively by one group, but other deities have origins clearly tied to a particular people. Olokun is one of such deities which is tied to the Benin people. If you have any contrary belief about the origin of Olokun, drop it in the comment section and let's learn together. If you learned something from this video, like, share and comment, and follow Greatest Edo on all platforms.